We are with Noah Tucker. Noah is the founder of Social Snowball. And he's going to be doing we had a podcast with him a couple weeks ago. If you haven't checked that out, I would definitely tune in the Ed Leagues podcast. Very insightful. And today we're going to be going over how ecom brands are leveraging creators as affiliates for explosive growth. So I'll let Noah kick it off, do a little introduction, and then kind of dive into a very untapped channel for a lot of brands, I will say. So most brands are not doing this, and it's a whole nother avenue to drive significant revenue. So take it away, Noah.
Yeah, thanks, Justin. So yeah, I mean, basically, you kind of hit the nail on the head. To set the stage, obviously, brands have been partnering with influencers for a long time, but only recently have influencers become more and more of an acquisition channel focus for brands. Historically, paid ads through Meta and Google were just way more profitable and scalable than they were now. So influencers were more of a channel for generating content and brand awareness and getting creatives that you can repurpose for ads, and they still are a great channel for that. But now it's changed a bit, right? Brands are not able to acquire customers through Meta as easily as they used to. And Meta's still a great channel, it's still important, but it's an important time for brands to diversify their acquisition. And I think, we all know this. This is something that we're all trying to do. And with the right strategies and the right tech, influencer can be a great acquisition channel. And so that's essentially what we're going to go over today. So I do have a little presentations. I'll hop into a screen share right now. And I'm going to go to a slideshow. So essentially what I'm going to go over is two strategies that I see brands implement. So at Social Snowball, we are, an affiliate platform for D2C brands, and we focus on helping brands partner with creators and influencers as affiliates in particular. And so with that, we have over 2,000 brands using the platform. So I get to see all of these different strategies that brands are implementing. I get to see what works really well, what doesn't work. And so I basically just pick two strategies from all of these strategies that I see brands implement, because these two strategies in particular are very easy to execute. And they're also incredibly meaningful as far as the new customer acquisition results that they achieve. So that's why I picked these. Before I go into the actual strategy, you'll notice on this first slide, I use the word modern affiliates. And this is very intentional, and I kind of just want to break down what I mean by that. And the reason I'm saying modern affiliates and not just affiliates is because the word affiliate has changed a lot over the past 10 years. If anyone here has been in e-commerce, for a while, you'll know that if you were to say the word affiliate, 10 years ago or even a bit less, it meant something very different than what it means today. And so I like to call these the legacy affiliates. Underneath that umbrella, we have publishers, listicles, review sites, bloggers, media buyers. These are all affiliates, and they're all important affiliates. It looks something like this, right? We've all seen if you were to Google something like top Father's Day gift and see all the different results that came up, these are all like listicles and review sites with affiliate links. We're very familiar with this. And like I said, these are good affiliates, like they're important, but they're also very different than a newer type of affiliate that brands are partnering with. And I call these the modern affiliate. And underneath that umbrella, we have influencers, creators, ambassadors, and even a brand's own customers. This is something that we're all very familiar with as well, right? It looks like a influencer posting a product on social media and tagging the brand with an affiliate link. This is something that we've all seen. And so basically what I'm just trying to get us to all acknowledge that these are two very different channels. And today for the strategies that I'm going to be sharing, we're only going to be talking about modern affiliates, not the legacy affiliates. Although they're both important, they're super different. They need to be treated different. So let's dive in. So the first strategy I like calling manufactured short form virality. It's basically a strategy that brands have figured out how to use short form platforms to go viral pretty consistently. So much so that going viral on these short form platforms could actually be like a sustainable, scalable, predictable acquisition channel for the brands. So I want to show you guys an example of what the strategy looks like so that you can see it in the wild. So there's this brand that maybe some of you guys have heard of called Pabst Chocolate. If you haven't heard of it, it's literally like a sex chocolate, like aphrodisiac chocolate product, pretty crazy. And they did a really good job with this strategy. And so to show you what this strategy looks like in the wild. Open up TikTok and search for the words Tabs chocolate. So actually do this if you have your phone with you. Open up TikTok, search Tabs chocolate, and then when you search it, navigate to the users tab. So I'll give everybody a second to do that. Open up TikTok, search Tabs chocolate.
Have you tried the chocolate?
I have not. I have not actually. So
Good.
I can't vouch for if it works or not. I can only vouch for their marketing strategy being effective. Um, but yeah, so open up TikTok, search Tab Chocolate, and then navigate to the users tab once you've gotten there. And so basically, if you haven't done it by now, you'll see something like this. There are like endless and endless and endless Tabs Chocolate accounts that seem to be owned and operated by Tabs Chocolate. And what's even crazier is if you were to do the same search on Instagram, you'd see this. And if you were to do the same search on YouTube, you'd see this. So what's going on? Like, are there actually thousands of Tabs Chocolate owned accounts? Well, no, these are not owned by Tabs Chocolate. None of them are actually. They're all owned by individual affiliates, creator affiliates that have made these separate pages. And so this is the strategy that we're going to go over first. And the results of it were pretty powerful too. They grew revenue by almost 20% at a almost 10x ROI. So almost 20% of GMV at a 10x ROI. Really, really meaningful customer acquisition results from this strategy. So basically, here's what they did. You have to find creators that could be in this program, right? And I say creators, not influencers, intentionally, because you are going to be having these creators make new pages for your brand. And if they're influencers and they already have a big following, they're probably not going to want to do that. And they're going to be more expensive to work with. And they're probably not going to be down to partner as an affiliate. They're going to want to get paid up front. If they have a big following, they just have a bigger ego, and it just kind of creates a bit of a disaster. So you want to find UGC creators or just smaller micro influencers that don't have a big following, that are more of an expert in your niche, that can be part of the program. And then, like you saw, they're all going to make their own new page, branded as, an affiliate of your brand on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. So the three major short form platforms. And then you're going to onboard them to your affiliate program, give them an incentive to create content and post on those pages. They're going to have an affiliate link and a code that they could earn commission through. And this is also how you could gift them the product so that they could film content with it. Of course, you want to give them the head start of knowing what kind of content works and doesn't work for your brand. So educate them on what's worked historically through paid ads or with other influencer partnerships. And then the creators are all going to post on all three of those pages. So each creator is going to have 3 pages, and they're going to post daily with their affiliate links. And then if you do this right, and if you do the numbers right, posts will go viral. It's not a matter of will or if they will, they 100% will. And it is a numbers game. So I want to show you what the numbers look like to make sure that this does work and that it does go viral. Using like a more realistic number that anyone should be able to find 50 creators, hopefully. If you were to start this program with 50 creators, and each creator, like we said, makes a new page on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, right? So 50 creators, 3 pages each. That's 150 pages on these short form platforms. And then let's say to be in your program, each creator has to make 3 pieces of content per day and repurpose those across all 3 pages. And that could be a combination of stuff they film themselves, or if you give them a content bank of stuff they could repurpose. They just have to really get 3 posts out per day, repurposed across all 3 pages. So 50 creators, 150 pages, 3 posts per day, repurposed across all 3 pages, is 450 posts per day for your brand going out into these short form platforms. That's obviously really, really powerful. And with these short form platforms, assuming that the content is good, which is important. If your creators have no idea what they're doing, that's a separate problem. But assuming the content's good, these are the numbers that you'll need to be able to go viral consistently. And then, of course, as soon as it starts working, you can scale it up higher by adding more creators and showcasing the content that's been working from some creators to the other creators that maybe haven't found content that works yet. So you could have every creator making the best content possible. Okay, so that's the first strategy, and that's a really cool one. The second strategy that I want to go over is one that I really like because it's super low lift. It's also really meaningful as far as results, but the lift is really, really low. If you don't have anyone really dedicated to influencer, or you don't have bandwidth yourself to do anything influencer, this is basically as turnkey of a customer acquisition channel as possible. And so an example of a brand that did this really well is the Pod Company. They sell like ice baths, saunas, basically high ticket health and wellness stuff. they increased top line revenue by over 150K per month, and that new incremental revenue is coming in at a 31.6x ROI. So again, 150K per month of additional revenue at a 30x ROI, super, super meaningful. Before I go over exactly what they did, I want to make sure to cover some pitfalls to avoid, because I think a lot of brands will either have an affiliate program on their website or they have some sort of refer a friend program and it's not getting great results. And there's a lot of really simple pitfalls that a lot of brands do that I want to make sure you guys don't do. So basically, the first one is, your customers, you have to keep in mind, like your customers that you want to be affiliates, these same customers, they probably discovered your brand from some high production pixel perfect ad that you've invested thousands of dollars into producing and testing against other creatives. And then they landed on some landing page where you split tested the position of every button. And it's just like, they click through that and then they get to your 2-click checkout where it's just super smooth, frictionless, automated. And that's like the customer funnel, right? Then they convert, they become a customer. That's what we know. But the bottom of that funnel is advocacy. And that's what comes after conversion. And if we expect our customers who went through the most flawless, checkout and landing page experience ever to then, after they make a purchase, to then navigate back to your website and look for a link in your footer navigation that says affiliate program, and then fill out some off-brand manual application form that's clunky and uses confusing terms like cookie duration, and then wait for someone on your team to manually go in and approve each affiliate account individually, you can't expect to have a very high customer to affiliate activation rate, right? And I'm sure this doesn't come as a huge surprise, but if we want our customers to move from conversion to advocacy in the funnel, we have to have that step of moving from conversion to advocacy not be super frictionful, jumping through hoops and complicated. So here's an example of a better example, and this is from the pod company that I was talking about before. Imagine if instead of having to jump through those hoops every time a new customer ordered from your store, before they even made it to the order confirmation page, you could take that order data from Shopify checkout and use it to automatically generate them an affiliate account, automatically generate them an affiliate link or code with their name in it, and then give that to them natively on the thank you page as soon as they complete their purchase. So without any pop-up or sign-up form or click here to get your code or manual approval or any of that, all their affiliate info is generated instantly. They can start sharing right from the thank you page. As I'm sure you can imagine, there is a much higher customer to affiliate activation rate when you deploy something like this. The second pitfall that you want to make sure you avoid, and this one I see super often, is these like give 5, get 5 or give 10, get 10 refer a friend programs. This photo here isn't a real brand. I just made this on Canva, but it's basically just this idea of you give a coupon to your friend and you get a coupon off your next purchase. And the fundamental flaw with these is that they're only using loyalty-based incentives to drive referrals, right? You give a coupon and then you get a coupon. But the important thing to understand with a referral program for your customers is that it is very different than your loyalty program. They're both important, but they're different. A loyalty program's goal is LTV, repeat purchase rate, retention. That's how you measure success of a loyalty program. A referral program's goal is new customer acquisition. And if your incentive structure to have to refer a friend is a loyalty incentive, meaning coupons or points, then that incentive only holds value to the customer if they're planning their next purchase. If you're not planning your next purchase, a coupon as an incentive to refer a friend holds no value. So if you have a brand that the repeat purchase rate isn't super high, if it's like a high ticket furniture or ice baths or whatever, then the coupon isn't going to be a great incentive because people aren't planning the next purchase, but they still love your brand. Or even if you do have a higher repeat purchase rate, let's say you have a 60% repeat purchase rate, which is good, right? Then what about the other 40% of your customer base? Just because they're not planning the next purchase doesn't mean that they wouldn't want to refer a friend. But if you have an incentive structure that only holds value contingent on that customer planning their next purchase, then you're basically excluding 40% of your customer base from being eligible to refer. And if the goal of a referral program is customer acquisition, then the incentive structure needs to be aligned with maximizing that goal. And these loyalty coupon points incentives are not that. So a better incentive is cash. Cash holds value regardless of if the customer is planning their next purchase, regardless of how many previous referrals the customer's made. Coupons also, after you have a few of them, they kind of start to lose value. You don't want 10 coupons necessarily, but if you're getting $10 per referral in cash, then of course the 10th, 20th, 30th referral is just as valuable as the first because it's cash. So that's a much better incentive structure for referrals. And you also want to make sure that the cash redemption experience is really easy. This is something we put a lot of focus into at Social Snowball, but you want to make sure that customers don't have to fight with your CS team to get some PayPal or weird banking app transfer or anything like that. You want to make it super frictionless and easy for the customer as well. Okay, a couple additional nuggets, best practices for the customer affiliate program. You want to make sure that you have a lot of follow-up touch points in the post-purchase retention channels. So you want to educate the customers on how the program works, inspire them by showcasing other affiliates who have done well, and also just remind them to share like strategic touch points throughout the journey when they make a purchase, when they get their order, when they make a second purchase. These are all great times to just send them their code and link again, remind them about the program, and keep them engaged. Another best practice that I really recommend everyone does is train your CS team to plug the program at the end of every positive customer interaction. So if you're getting a bunch of tickets per day, after your CS agents resolve the issue, they could have a macro in their customer support platform like Gorgeous or Zendesk, where they're like, hey, as a reminder, here's the affiliate code or affiliate link that we already created for you when you made a purchase. As a reminder, we'll send you $10 every time somebody uses it to make a purchase. If you have a few hundred tickets a day, this is a few hundred additional touch points with your brand where the customers are feeling positive and you can remind them about the code. This usually works really well. Okay, so those are the two strategies, but I decided to throw in a third one just because I think it's really important. It's not talked about a lot, and that is preventing codes from leaking to coupon sites. If anyone here has worked with influencers before or even just created coupon codes for any reason, I think we could all agree that code leaks suck. When a code leaks to a coupon site, not only are you giving out discounts to a customer who shouldn't be getting those discounts, but when the code that leaks is an affiliate's code, you're then also paying a commission to an affiliate that just didn't refer the sale. And then when you realize that the code was leaked and you reach out to the affiliate to get some money back, it damages the relationship. And it's really just this long domino effect of disasters that happens when a code is leaked. And if your only solution for dealing with code leaks is creating static codes and then going on Google and searching your brand name and then discount code and finding the code leaks and then reaching out to the sites or changing the codes, you're not solving it. You're just chasing after the problem after it's too late. And I am here to share that there is a real solution to this, and that solution is called safe links. And for those of you who have not heard of safe links, it is essentially a coupon code alternative, like a coupon code replacement that allows affiliates to share a discount to their audience without the risk of a code leaking to a coupon site. So the safe link itself, it just looks like a normal affiliate link. It can be customized and shortened like any affiliate link. And affiliates would say, use my link for a discount instead of use my code. But the way the safe link works is every time a shopper clicks on the link and gets taken to your storefront, in real time, a unique single-use discount code will be generated from your Shopify and given to the shopper to use during their shopping session. So if I'm an influencer and I post, use my link to get a discount, and 10 people click on my link, 10 different single-use codes will be generated, one for each customer. Every customer still gets the discount. Me as the influencer, I still have a mechanism that allows me to share a discount at scale. But if Honey or Capital One Shopping or Retail Me Not or any coupon site were to pick up any of these leaked codes, it doesn't matter because they're all single use. So they're valueless to these coupon sites. So here's an example. Like I said, it looks just like a normal link. This is literally a safe link. And when you click on it, we can do some cool stuff. So we could personalize the shopping experience of referred traffic with a pop-up and say affiliate name sent you a discount. So that, just makes the customers a little happy and helps with conversions. And then if you were to click that redeem coupon button right there, it would in real time generate a single use code from Shopify, display it to the shopper, auto apply it at checkout, etc. So yeah, that is actually all of the strategies I prepared. I don't know if Justin, if we're doing like a Q&A or anything, but
So what's the best couple questions? One, what's the best way for people to get started with like the creative tabs chocolate type thing? Because obviously a lot of those creators, you're asking them to do a bunch of work with nothing. But nowadays, like what you had kind of talked about is I see a lot of your content that you get from them could be used in your Facebook ads, like
oh yeah.
huge portion as far as UGC. So how does one best get started down that avenue? Because it seems like that's a lot of work. I mean, getting creators to post 3 times a day. I see the viral effect of that for sure. But what does that plan look like?
Yeah, I mean, I would start small, even if it's 10 creators, I would start small. And you're not giving them nothing, you're giving them a free product. And it's similar to TikTok Shop. Like you get a free product and you can make a lot of money if your video does well. This is a similar concept, just at a much larger scale and all kind of tied back directly to your brand instead of the individual influencers' profiles.
Do you have,
So
do you know a good way to source those creators at scale?
yeah, yeah, I would say start by looking at for like UGC creators that are, just good at making UGC, but they don't have a big following. Because again, if they have a big following, they're not going to be down for an affiliate partnership only, usually, not always. But if they're just a small UGC creator and they're really good at making content, but they're not monetizing that content beyond just creating deliverables for brands, this could be a great opportunity for them to make way more money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, it's really a good points. And I really like the coupon thing that you had brought up is a big problem when you get to any type of
Yeah.
affiliate program. So it's really, really good. Do you know of anything that combats any services or whatever that kind of mitigate that even more than having to like manually do it? Does anything exist?
What do you manually do what?
Like, kind of like and I don't know, I can't think of anything, but you know how you can like, there's like DMCA type things where you can take down, like, is there a way to
Mm.
like some type of service that gives you coupon codes that are out in the wild? Like, I mean, it would be it's actually a good idea, but you pay $10 a month and then it somehow scrapes and emails you all the coupon codes that are out in the wild
Mm.
all day, and then you could go in and kill them or whatever. Um,
I don't know, no names come to mind, but I have seen stuff that's similar. But again, that's kind of chasing after the codes after they've leaked. With
yeah.
safe links, they never leak in the first place, which is kind of the advantage. So, but I do think there are some like scraping tools that do something similar.
Mm-hmm. Well, and not only for the affiliate coupons, but just any coupon in general. Like when you run,
Mm,
any type, if you're not using dynamic coupons all the time, um, we see it with a lot of ecom brands just that are,
yeah.
you know, those sites that exist, those dirty sites, especially if you're on
Yep.
short sale.
Yep.
And do you have any type of excuse me, any type of like agreements typically needed for? Do you recommend when the brands that you're working with that are doing that, are they usually having those creators sign agreements for rights of use of content and stuff? Because I know you're getting to a legality, especially if you get to the size of what Tabs
Yeah.
Shop.
So just for the affiliate partnership, no, but once there's usage rights involved, I think that's when most brands do. Actually, once there's usage rights for repurposing content, or yeah, I guess or like if you're paying a retainer like outside of an affiliate deal, then usually there's a contract involved. But besides that, just for the affiliate partnership, most brands don't. Like they'll have like a terms and conditions checkbox in their affiliate sign up form, and that's usually good enough.
Okay, cool. Let me just see if there's any other questions that came in. What's the best way if anyone has any questions or they want to, I know you're doing, you obviously have the social snowball stuff, which is really, really cool. They want a demo, or what's the best way for someone to reach out to you, get in touch with
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, I mean, so everything that we went over in the presentation, obviously you need a platform to kind of set up all of that stuff, the post-purchase, the attribution, the payments, etc. And that's what Social Snowball does. So if anyone is interested, it's socialsnowball.io is our website. So feel free to check us out there. If anyone has like more specific questions that you want to chat to me about, I love talking about this stuff all day. So you can find me on LinkedIn, Noah Tucker. Happy to just kind of chat through this stuff as well.
And that works with WordPress, Shopify, any
Just
other?
Shopify, actually. Just
Shop.
Shopify.
Okay,
Yep.
cool. All right, man. Well, I appreciate the time. Thanks everybody for joining. And if you have any questions, you know where to find Noah. So, great guy. And if you want to check out the podcast, we did do a kind of a deep discussion on a little bit more of this just from a different angle. So, appreciate it, guys. Have a good day, everyone.
Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah. See you, man. Later.